Now, I've been debating on making this video simply because of the fact that I try to lean more towards entertaining content, but when the time is right and when something happens, I just feel the need to use my very, very small platform to talk about things and to educate you guys and to just kind of sit here and yap about things that I think are very important to me. And honestly, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, but I just, of course, had to find the right words because this is something that's very serious that I need to talk about. Just now, similar to my AI video, some people, like a lot of you actually kind of, liked it. Some of you agreed. I did have some random kid in my comment section like, oh my god, AI is the greatest thing in the world. Fuck you, I'm unsubscribing. But anyway, I don't typically like posting controversial things like that. However, it's things that just need to be said because they're simply true. And that actually sounds very narcissistic coming out of my mouth, but it's some facts that I like to share with you guys because I like to try and to educate people on what's best for this entire fucking planet. And with that being said, let's start on today's topic. Now, before I get fully into the video, I'm gonna go ahead and accuse you guys of something, but I want you guys to prove me wrong. That is your goal for this video. And before you say anything, this isn't any way for me to try and farm watch hours or anything. It just has something to do with the topic. You guys will not be able to watch this video all the way through till the very end without either skipping the video and skipping to the end, or just clicking off the video, making a comment while you're like 30 seconds in or whatever. I think you guys are not going to be able to sit till the very end, and I'm not going to tell you guys that a phrase or something to put in the comments if you've watched till the very end, because you guys can simply just skip to the end until you find the phrase and you're just going to type it in the comments. But you can comment that I was wrong about this accusation, and I guess I'll believe you. I won't really have a choice, but I'll also be watching the watch time on this video. Now, of course, the watch time on my videos have a very wide range. Some of them do good, having a time that almost is the entire video. Sometimes I only get a couple of seconds of your time before you decide to click away, based on the data that YouTube provides me. But that is what I'm going to be using to see if this accusation is true or not. But the reminder, the accusation is, you're not going to be able to stay till the very end of this video. Maybe not till the very end, maybe until... I don't know how long this video is going to be. Yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to be, so you know what? I'm going to stick till the end of the video. But anyway, let's get on to today's topic. Now, today's topic is obviously going to be about short-form content and long-form content. And you want to know why? I want to tell you guys something that's going to probably sound absolutely insane. And I have some proof, personal experience, and some things that I think can count as proof to back up my claim here. But short-form content is actually ruining your brain function. Now, I should also specify that massive amounts of short-form content consumption can actually damage functions of your brain, such as your memory, such as your attention span, and there's so many things that consuming too much short-form content can do to your brain and your just bodily functions. And a lot of you are gonna say, well, that's bullshit. I on TikTok like 6 hours every day and I can still function like a normal human being. It's something that you kind of sometimes don't really realize until way later after it's really affected you. And no, this is not something that I just simply did a Google search on and read the first thing that I seen about it. I am actually kind of living proof myself that short-form content can and will damage your brain functions, because I currently do have an addiction to TikTok and to watching reels and just to doom scrolling and everything like that. And it has definitely affected my ability to sleep, to just watch regular TV shows, watch movies, to even getting up off the toilet, because when I sometimes sit on the toilet, I will, out of habit, pull up my phone and I'll just watch TikTok while I'm on the toilet. Sounds a little TMI, but it's the honest truth. And sometimes I will be on the toilet for an unnecessary, excessive amounts of time until I realize, oh shit, I have to get ready for work. And not only is short form content ruining your attention span and your memory, it's also ruining your patience for things. And I am very sorry, but my point, I'm not gonna be able to get across in a 15-second TikTok video. And I can also confirm that a lot of people don't typically like watching content even over a minute long at this point, and it's very concerning to me. And I really think that some of the TikToks I have posted can also be proof of this. And based off of what I've seen on my TikToks, it seems like my longer videos that are typically, you know, a minute or longer, sometimes 30 seconds or longer too, typically get less likes than my videos that are around 15 seconds or less, which is actually kind of concerning. Now, of course, usually my longer form content doesn't have any type of trending audio or anything like that. It's usually just me talking about a topic like I do on my YouTube channel. But it's very concerning the amount of people that probably just look at it, hear my voice, scroll away, because they're not hearing some repetitive 15-second TikTok audio, and they know I'm going to be talking about something, or they see the little like time bar going across the screen. Oops. I also believe TikTok has affected my ability to do videos like this because when I start talking about a topic, sometimes I trail off in the middle of my sentence because I genuinely forget what I'm saying in the middle of my sentence, which is very concerning. Well, not middle of my sentence, it's more of like, I'll be in the video and I'll have a whole like essay or like a whole script in my head, and then it's like when I go to make the video, I start forgetting bits and pieces of this script that I want to do, which is also why typically in a lot of my videos, you'll hear me say and a lot, even though I try to cut those parts out. But it's also very hard because sometimes I'll just be like, and then I'll immediately think of what I had to say. But I do believe it is short form content doing that. And I will openly admit that I do consume a very concerning amount of short form content. I have a very bad habit of doom scrolling on Reels, on TikTok, on anything, and it's bad. Sometimes I can't even play a game without wanting to having the urge to pick up my phone and go on the TikTok or something, or I can't even watch like a show without having to go on TikTok and then I miss something in the show, and then I have to go back and rewatch the scene. I have been doing a tad bit better about this though, because I have practice trying to decrease my screen time and decrease the amount of short form content that I consume in a day. And I feel like it's very important for me to tell you guys that I highly recommend doing this because not only has my brain functioning improved, I feel a lot better mentally, physically, not consuming like several hours of TikTok every single day. And before you say anything, yes, I still do post short form content. Yes, I still do post on TikTok because it's okay to have short form content in moderation, but it's good to keep track of how much short form content that you are consuming in a day. Now, a lot of you guys probably hated when your parents added a timer on your iPads or on your phones, so how much screen time you can have total in a day. But let me tell you, I actually think that that's very important, so that way people don't end up getting addicted to their tablet, to their phone, because trust me, it does happen. Now, a lot of times, sometimes parents are too strict about it. I feel like an hour is a little too strict. I feel like maybe 2 hours is a good minimum, because of course, sometimes, you know, especially in the winter when it's really cold outside, it's hard to find other activities to do that aren't on a screen. And by screens, I'm also gonna go ahead and throw in like any computer time, TV time, because they're all screens. They're all gonna hurt your eyeballs after a while. And also screens. Screens can also be very damaging to your eyesight. Blue light is very damaging to your eyeballs. And I'm also talking to you people that are currently watching this with YouTube light mode on. Turn it off.
Gross.
Turn it off. Trust me. It's gonna look weird for a while, but you'll get used to it, and you'll be thanking me, because then light mode will start to hurt your eyeballs, and then you realize this is damaging for my eyeballs. But I do get that sometimes it's hard not to have screen time whenever there's whenever if it's really cold outside and you know you can't really go for a walk, or your parents are like, you can't go outside in the cold, you're gonna get sick, because I had that type of parent. And honestly, I was almost never allowed to go outside as a kid because it was always either, ooh, it's too cold or it's too hot. And so I'm just stuck inside all day. But thankfully, when I was a child, I still had my toys. I had my Legos, my Barbie dolls, my stuffed animals. So I would rotate between playing my Xbox, my stuffed animals, my Legos, and then my Barbie dolls. Just had a rotation going every day because I was barely ever really allowed outside. I did start going outside a tad bit more around 2020 whenever COVID was happening because, of course, again, I had nothing to really do. And it was about the springtime during lockdown, so I was able to go outside. I would go for walks down my road, and I would just try to find something to do outside. I also picked up a new hobby outside, archery. I had a little bow and my arrows, and I had a target, and I would go outside and I'd do archery. I haven't done it in a while, but I was just trying to be outside more during the summer and springtime, and of course, summer, I would go swimming at my granny's pool, and it'd be, like, every single day I'd be up there, I'd swim, and I'd be up there for a few hours. But I feel like it's so hard outside of the spring and summertime to not have as much time, like, screen time, because, like, winter, it's like the only thing you really can do is, like, be inside doing something, you know? But there are a lot of indoor hobbies that you guys can pick up, even though some of them may seem boring to you. It never hurts to try anything, and I know some hobbies are absolutely expensive, and I understand that. But, I mean, there are some things that you could probably pick up doing. And honestly, hobbies don't really... Some hobbies don't have to be expensive. Like, for an example, art. A lot of you guys think of art and you probably think it's gonna be expensive, but honestly, all you really need is a pencil and a drawing pad, and you can make art. You don't have to have 15 different paint brushes and a whole art easel and all kinds of different paint products and just spending hundreds of dollars on art supplies. You really just need to grab some pencils, grab a sketchbook, and you can just get to drawing there. And then if you want to, you can start buying more art supplies, you know? Your hobbies don't really have to be hundreds of dollars spent. For the most part. Some of them, of course, probably do, but... And also, another thing you can do is, at home, is you can still, like, get some exercise inside. You can do some stretches, you can do some workouts at home, you could probably go buy some weights at, like, a store or something. You don't have to have a gym membership to get some exercise. And also, exercising is good. And I've been trying to do my stretches more often, which I did mine last night. I try to stretch every night before bed. I should also probably try stretching in the morning. I don't know, do I stretch twice a day? Who knows. But anyway, yes, I also recommend stretching. Stretching is very good for your body. You can either do it in the morning, you can do it before bed, whatever feels more comfortable to you. If you prefer to stretch in the morning, then do it. If you would prefer to stretch at night because it would help you sleep, then you do that. You do that. And also, another thing I do want to reference is about patience. Patience is very important in life. I mean, that's probably the most obvious thing I've ever said, but it's very important to have patience, especially it's very important to have patience with other people and other things, because nothing's gonna go by in 15 seconds in real life. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. In the real world, a lot of things take lots of patience. Dealing with other people, dealing with situations in real life, you need patience for that. And if you're too impatient to stop and watch a 1-minute TikTok video, then that is a problem. Those lines at Starbucks aren't gonna take 15 seconds to go away. And it's just really good to have patience for any real life situation and for anything in general. When somebody's trying to tell you something important, when they're trying to tell you a story, have patience. Listen, try to pay attention. And it's good to, especially if you realize your attention span is kind of going south, it's good to try and train your attention span to not start dozing off in the middle of class, or just to not start dozing off when someone's trying to talk to you, things like that. It's good to have a focus on the things around you. It's good to have a good attention span and good awareness for your surroundings. And I'm telling you this because it is very important for the real world that you have an attention span and patience, which this game is really testing mine, but that's good. This is a good game to really test your patience. It's called, what is it called again? Balance. It's called Balance. Also, this is another thing I wanted to use it as an example, is this game called Balance. It's actually a really nice and very well-made game, but it has a very shocking amount of dislikes. But I think I can guess why, and it's probably from the fact that this game takes a lot of patience. It's not exactly the easiest game on planet Earth, it's not an easy breeze, and I mean, I can't say that everybody that disliked this game has no patience and they all are addicted to TikTok and stuff like that. But once again, it's just a good example that a lot of people have probably disliked this game due to a lack of patience they have. In this game, you're supposed to fall, you're supposed to die, you're supposed to mess up, and you just restart the level and you go through it again until you beat the level. Just like I've been doing this whole time throughout this whole video. Every time I mess up, I just go back and do it again. And that can also be applied to real life situations too. If you mess up, just try to go back and do it again and fix it. And also, it's good to just limit your screen time because it's just good to be out in the real world. I know a lot of horrible things are going on, but it's also good to take a break from consuming all the negative content too. I know it's good to stay informed on what's going on, it definitely is, but if it starts to overwhelm you, just take a break from it. Go for a walk, open a window and breathe fresh air, stretch like I told you, do a workout, I don't know, relax in the bath, do something to take your mind off of it, but it is good to stay informed on it. So don't not inform yourself, but also don't overwhelm yourself with the negative information. It's good that we all stay rested, attentive, and strong, because there is major evil in this world, and there's so much evil going on right now. And if we continue to let ourselves get weakened, if we don't prepare ourselves for the outside world, then we can never work toward a more positive future. And being positive starts with not consuming so much short form content and learning when it's okay to just stop, when it's okay to rest, because resting is a form of getting stronger. You cannot, like, this is one thing about people with fitness advice, you can't just sleep for 2 hours, eat 1 meal a day, and go to the gym. You're not gonna get stronger that way. Get a proper 8 hours of sleep, eat a proper 3 meals a day, try to eat healthy if you can, but honestly, if you have to, something's better than nothing. But just take my advice, because shit's real. Shit's getting real. And it's only gonna get more real from here. And I just want to give you guys the best advice that I can, because I don't want to see people failing. I don't want to see people struggling. I want to see people doing better. I want to see people be nicer to each other. And I want to see people become stronger, the best versions of themselves that they can be. And I know this whole short form content's ruining your brain, and I know a lot of you guys did not like hearing my AI video, probably. I didn't really get a whole lot of views, but I know it's a lot of some stuff. It's just kind of like, wait, what? That's insane. Because a lot of you guys, especially whenever you hear like the words like that AI is actually taking up clean water, a lot of you were like, but that's crazy. There's like infinite amounts of water in the world. It sounds insane at first, I know, but it's good to do your research and learn how it's exactly happening. And then finding out for yourself, is it really happening? Is it just a TikTok thing, or a whole internet scheme to lie? But it's good to stay informed about things like this. I'm probably gonna drive you guys crazy not picking up all the little tokens and stuff around the map. Anyway, a lot of this stuff does sound crazy, it does sound made up, and maybe I sound like some weird, conspiracy theorist to you guys, but I promise I'm telling you based off of my personal experience and based off of what I have seen in real time. It's good to stay informed on these things. Even though they may sound insane, it's good to stay informed, it's good to do your research too. And honestly, even if you guys don't believe me and you think, oh, well, screens aren't ruining my eyesight and short form content isn't gonna ruin my attention span, my patience, and all of that, just do your research and trust me. Just search on Google, search look at some articles on things, and it's real, and I mean, honestly, I'm living proof of it. I have felt the consequences of this myself, and little 6-year-old me would have been huffing and puffing at me saying this right now, like, screens aren't gonna ruin my eyesight, you're just lying because you don't want me to be on my iPad, meh meh meh. I was a very, very stubborn child, but it's also good for me to not have my old mindset, my 6-year-old child mindset, and it's good for me to realize that some things are true. And I mean, even if you don't think they're true, test it out anyway. If you're spending like 6 hours on TikTok every day, try to go down to, you don't even have to go down to like 2 hours or something, just slowly decrease your time, try to find other things to do, and just test and see if you feel any different, if you feel better, more positive, or if you felt no change at all. But trust me, you're most likely going to feel a change. And also, going back to when I was talking about positivity, I know, again, it's hard to stay positive in times like these, but if you're not trying to exert any positive energy out, you're not going to get any positive energy back. Because I used to be a very negative person, and honestly, that made me, I ended up taking a lot of things for granted, but also, I think I brought a lot of negative energy into my life. I'm gonna openly admit that, like, I wasn't being positive at all, and I brought a lot of negative energy in my life, and I suffered the consequences of my actions. I lost my full-time employment because I was being way too negative about my job, and I was just so sick and stressed out about everything for no reason. I really didn't have a reason to be stressed out back then, but I was just being so negative that it costed me my physical health, my mental health, and costed me my job too, because I was taking off so much time off of work because I felt so sick all the time. But I can say it only got worse, and the only thing I could do is have a positive mindset about everything, and ever since I have started being a tad bit more positive about everything going on in my life, I found out that, like, things have actually started lightening up a little bit. And I know that it's really hard to have some positive energy, but it's good to try. Like, try having a little bit of positive energy, and if you fail, you just try again. And don't stop trying until you get it. I am actually starting to see more of why people dislike this game, because it is testing my patience, but also, this is actually a really fun game, and I recommend playing it. This is also a good way to test your patience, too. Don't break your keyboard, don't break your computer monitor, don't break your mouse either. Or if you're playing on Xbox, don't break the TV, don't break your Xbox controller. You're playing on phone, tablet, whatever, don't break your electronics over this game. That's not good. But also, if you are at a level where you can't play games like this because you are literally physically breaking your electronic equipment, yeah, stop it, get some help. Meditate. I almost forgot to even mention meditating. Meditating is also a good way to calm yourself and have patience. Just deep breaths, close your eyes, kind of, you don't necessarily have to clear your head, but just try to think of anything positive. Just think of, just put yourself in close your eyes and put yourself in a positive environment. Listen to some good rain, listen to a waterfall, birds chirping, you know, all those meditation audios you can find on YouTube. It's just good to meditate for a little bit too every day, because it can really help you de-stress and unwind after a long day, long week, whatever. And also, I do want to try to organize my videos where I talk about things like this better, because I feel like maybe that is also what would get people to maybe watch these videos longer. But also, again, TikTok short form content can and will destroy your attention span if you're not careful with it. Again, I do recommend practicing limiting yourself. You don't have to start off with an extreme goal. If you say, oh, I have about 5 hours of total screen time every day, try to limit it to 4.5, then try to limit it to 4, and just however low you feel necessary. Now, obviously, there's still a limit to that, because you should not spend your entire day on your computer, on your Xbox, on your phone, anything like that. It's good to get up, to do some stuff. Obviously, a lot of you guys probably have chores, you probably even have your own house to clean. You know, clean. You deserve to be in a clean and well-organized environment. I don't know if they can even hear what you're saying, but hold on.
Important tip, don't be Asmongold. The streamer that has the roaches literally on his everywhere.
I do understand a lot of you guys get to a point where you can't bring yourself out of bed, and you just can't bring yourself to do anything, not to take care of yourself or anything. And if that is you right now, I want you to know that I care. That I'm proud of you if you picked up your room today. I'm proud of you if you got up and brushed your teeth. I'm proud of you if you got up and took a shower today. I'm proud of you if you cleaned your house today. I'm proud of you if you finally went to the gym for the first time today. I'm proud of you if you got a job. I'm proud of you if you applied for a job. I'm proud of you if you applied for college. I'm proud of you if you got into a college. I'm proud of you for doing anything. I'm proud of you for waking up. I'm proud of you for not giving up on anything. And trust me, there's a lot of people out there that are proud of you for getting up and doing something today. And you know what? If you get up and you do something tomorrow, I'll be proud of you then too. And so will so many other people. And it is very hard to even have the motivation to do anything, because especially in this time and day, because a lot of you, especially me, I get up, I work, I come home, and sometimes I just wonder, what is the point of it all? I earn money just for it to go away, but then I realize that the only reason, like my money doesn't just go away. I earn money and I'm paying off my debt. I'm getting somewhere. Like, my debt is getting lower and lower every month. Every month that I make money and I pay my bills, I make a payment on my credit card, that I make a payment on my car payment, it's a debt that's getting lower and lower and lower until it's not going to be debt anymore, and I'm going to be debt free. So then I can start putting money in my savings account. And I know it's hard for a lot of people because a lot of you guys have consistent and repetitive bills as well, such as rent, utilities, Wi-Fi, phone bills, car insurance, health insurance, things like that. And I understand that because some stuff like that is just never ending. But you just gotta keep trying, because you never know, like there could be a point in time, you never know when one day you're gonna go on Indeed and you're finally gonna see the job that's gonna hire you. You never know when you're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna find a job that's better for you. You never know when you're gonna wake up and have an opportunity of a lifetime for yourself. And that's why it is so important to try and to keep going every single day. No matter what's going on in the outside world, no matter what you feel like, just keep trying every single day. And if you have watched it to this point in the video, congratulations. You proved me wrong, and I'm proud of you for proving me wrong, because even though sometimes videos like this can get boring or whatever, or something you don't want to listen to, it's good to stay informed. It's good to train your focus, to train your attention span. It's good to train your patience, because that's what's gonna make you stronger. Becoming stronger isn't just going and hitting the gym 5 days a week. Getting stronger is also your mentality, your patience. You cannot be physically strong if mentally you are weak.
Now's a funny way to actually shill in my channel. If you want to fix your attention span, watch my videos, and even the ones I'm eventually about to post, because I struggle getting up too. I can't even edit my videos. I've been in and out of the ringer where I couldn't edit videos that were literally from 2021. But you'll basically be seeing my whole life basically. But it's so choreographed and recorded well, where it feels like you're watching a TV show. So it really fixes your attention span, because there's inside jokes from one video, so you gotta be paying attention or it won't be funny, because we'll be mentioning old videos like way further back, and that's why the joke is funny. So it tests your attention, but it pays off so well, because now you're laughing like a lot because there was a really good bit, and Pumpkin and Aiden are some of the funniest people I have ever met. So yeah, if you want to fix your attention span, watch that stuff. Even watch some of the ones where Jazz here rambles about other topics, because that will also fix it too. But if you want something visual instead of just gameplay, go for those, because we kind of do visual gags, and that usually it trains your attention. It's like brain rotty, but without the shortness of it. It's like long overdone bits. And it's like how I'm talking right now, where it's really long and you listen to what I'm saying. We kind of ramble on for a while, so you listen to our rambles in the middle of a video.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this up right now, because I think I've said all that I need to say, and I mean, even if I didn't, maybe I'll make a part 2. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, as always. Don't forget to leave a like, and don't forget to hit subscribe so I can get paid for my rambling. That's a half joke. It would help me out, though, paying off my bills and my debt and my constant stress.
You did say fuck way too close into the video that it instant demonetizes you.
Well, one day I'll get paid.
Yeah,
well, this video is probably not gonna be the one to get monetized. But once I am monetized, you will probably hear me not swear as much.
Well, no, it's just in the first 30 seconds of the video.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a weird term. That's when they like stop the camera. It's like the first.
Even the AI doesn't have enough attention span to monitor my language and my videos and my profanity.
That's also why I make long videos. It's because the longer the video is, the more you can swear.
Anyway, again, be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the links in my description. And once again, thank you guys for staying to this very time. Or even if you skipped and watched the last 5 minutes of it, that's 5 minutes longer. Or actually, no. 4 minutes and 45 seconds longer than a 15-second TikTok video, which is better than a 15-second TikTok video. Even if you've only paid attention to the first half, maybe, at least you're paying attention to half this video, not 15 seconds. But if you're one of the people who, well, actually no, the people who probably clicked off this video are probably far gone by now. They probably already switched to TikTok, but let's just boo the people that used AI summary for the video, or people who seen the first 10 seconds and then clicked off the video. Go ahead, just boo them in the comments. Just comment boo, not boo me, just say, I don't know, boo AI, whatever, but
say boo the AI YouTube summaries.
Say boo to AI, because they're just ruining content creators' careers and stuff like that, and AI is ruining our planet, so let's just boo AI in the comments. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Again, so proud of you if you made it this far, and if you watched the whole video, you're awesome, and I will promise to everything that I wasn't telling you to watch the whole video just to farm watch hours or whatever. I genuinely think it's good for people to know that short form content ruins people's attention spans and patience, and it has very much ruined mine, but I'm going to work on getting it back. And also, I just wanted to upload this video to try and bring a more positive light into things, and to hopefully fill you guys with determination to get up and to do things and to make yourself stronger, not just physically but also mentally, because again, mental strength is very important. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. Bye!